Senator Rand Paul is with us now, Republican. Sir, welcome to the program. I'm sure you just heard that. What's your immediate reaction to what's going on with this Russian ship steaming towards our forces in the Mediterranean?
You know, my first concern is this is why we should have a deliberate discussion. This is why this should originate in Congress. This is why our founding fathers said under the Constitution that war should be debated fully by Congress, initiated and declared by Congress. But the president really doesn't have the authority under the Constitution to initiate war. And so I think what we're doing now is illegal and unconstitutional, and the ramifications could be extreme. They may not, but there is a great danger in bumping up against another nuclear power.
Do you think that President Trump should now appear literally before Congress, explain what he's done and what he wants to do, and ask for authorization? Is that where you're coming from?
Yeah, the only way the president is allowed to act unilaterally is to prevent an imminent attack or to respond to an imminent attack. Even when we were attacked at Pearl Harbor, FDR came the next morning and asked Congress for approval before he did anything.
You don't approve of this, do you? You don't approve of the launch of those missiles? You don't approve of military action like this?
I think it's unconstitutional. And then the question whether or not it is actually advisable, we should have a big, robust debate. In the Iraq War, everyone was gleeful to go after an evil dictator, Saddam Hussein, and yet the end result was that Iran became stronger, and now the same loud cries for war against Hussein are the same loud cries for war against Iran. So if we topple Hussein, if we topple Assad, what comes next? Will we like the Islamic rebels that take over? Perhaps they hate us in Israel more than Assad does.
I think the assumption is, though, that this is, forgive the expression, a one-off shot. It's punishment for the dropping of poison gas on children. It's not an invasion. It's not war.
Here's my problem, Stuart. If it's a one-off shot, maybe it's a $75 million, you better behave, but maybe it doesn't really have that effect. What my problem is that it may well take a lot more, and the question is, a lot more really is getting us much deeper involved into their war.
The rest of the Republican Party seems to be firmly united behind what the president has done, and so are some Democrats in the Senate.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know if I'd say the rest of the party. I would say you're right that I'm in a minority. There's only a few of us here who still believe in the Constitution. I would admit that. But I would say there are several others in the Senate who have the same sort of position that I'm taking. And I think there are several in the House as well who believe that we should be initiating war if we're to go to war.
Senator Rand Paul, we do appreciate you being with us this morning to articulate your position. We understand entirely. May I just ask you, before you leave us, about the confirmation of Judge Gorsuch. He is about to become Justice Gorsuch. It's a 51 majority vote. It's about to happen. Your comment, sir?
I think it's a great day for the Republic. I never have quite understood why the left is so opposed to him. He has said that his personal opinions will be subservient to the rule of law. That's what a great jurist would say, that he's not going to come up here to vote like a Republican or a Democrat. He's going to try to adhere to the rule of law that our founders gave in the Constitution. I think he'll be a great justice.
Yes, sir. Senator Rand Paul, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Much obliged to you. Yes, sir.